All right. Famous words from Matthew McConaughey. Hey there, it's Scott of the Skincare Sherpa, and I'm back to guide you on this excursion to climb that skincare product mountain and get to the top and then slide down the other side. The other side, sliding is fun. You get to help a lot of people, help solve their problems, make some money along the way, be in charge of your time, your hours, all that good stuff. So today I am back with a recording on product formulation. So we've already talked about, kind of why I started what I was doing. We talked about the different kind of options you have in terms of starting the brand, whether you have an audience already or whether you see a need in the market and you want to fill that need, whether you want to ask people what they want, whether you want to just get in front of traffic that's already flowing. We've also talked about the research that you want to do and that I did before actually starting the brand. Talked about the Reddit, Google AdWords, Google Trends, looking on Amazon, all the stuff to make sure that you're not going to be going down a dead end street, and to make sure that there are no red flags. And so at this point in my process, I had gone through all those steps, found out that the Awakened Skincare brand, the brand for people on a spiritual journey, seemed like a good one. There was no red flags, and I wanted to keep moving forward with it. And at that point, I decided that it was time for me to look into creating the formula for that product. And so I did a combination of all of these different things that I'm about to show you. I was looking around just as I was out and about, like at farmers markets. Farmers markets are places where there are a lot of natural people. They're looking for organic products. And at the farmers market that I went to here in San Diego, there was someone selling the hand lotion. It's kind of hard bars, kind of like soap, but it's lotion. And they had one for each of the chakras. And so I wound up doing a little research on them online and got some ideas of the different scents that they were using in each of the chakra hand lotions. And just trying to figure out, because my product is a aromatherapy product, so it's all based on scent. And so I just wanted to see what they were using and find out the different ingredients that they had in there, the different ingredients that were specific to each chakra. And so I wrote all those down. And so I additionally, I did some more online research, just typing into Google things like aromatherapy for chakras, base ingredients for facial serums, those type of things, just to get myself, make sure I had an idea of the ingredients that were going to go into the product. So initially, I was just relying on my own knowledge and sense of things to do research on Google and find some things, kind of come up with a personal recipe. And then I wound up writing all of these ingredients down. And then I decided to take it a step further. Where I went. So when you come to this stage in the process, the formulation process, you can come here to Fiverr. And this is a place where you can find people doing all kinds of things. They call them gigs there. And so let's see, skincare formulation. Let's see what we get here. So I looked here, and what you'll find is that there's all kinds of people here that are creating all kinds of products, all kinds of skincare products. I will formulate natural and organic cosmetics or skincare. And what I like to look for on here is high stars, 5, but then people who have quite a number of reviews that just lets me know that they have done a good job and that they've been around for a while. But let's just take a look in this one, natural and organic cosmetics. So what this person is offering for $10 is just the formula only. So they have a basic skincare formula with 3 or less ingredients, it looks like. And then if you go down a little bit, you'll find out about the person, you'll find out about the gig, what they specialize in, and what they can make for you. And then here, if you check, so the standard is $30, and that's 7 ingredients, no more than 7 ingredients. And then the premium was request any ingredient you want for $50. So that does not seem unreasonable at all if you have no idea what you're doing, or you want to get some help from someone who's done this before and who may have a little bit better sense about it than you would. But as you'll notice, if I close this one out, there are several here to choose from. And so I looked around and just tried to get an idea of who would be able to help me and in a price point that I was willing to pay for. I ultimately did not use someone on Fiverr. I'll let you know what I did here in a little bit, but this is a good option to at least get started. I mean, a skincare formula from a manufacturing company can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. So I don't know that I would count on this to be the best, most unique custom formula that you found. Some of them, even the more expensive ones, like this one here for $150, but it could at least give you a sense of it, and you could have this person perhaps work with you to narrow down some ingredients or give you a little bit more direction. We also have the option of coming to YouTube, and I've typed in here skincare formulation just to see what would come up. And so here you'll see that there are all kinds of people doing all kinds of things. Ingredient categories, you'll see beginners cosmetics, how to start a cosmetics business at home. So this is a really great resource for you to do some more research. It lets you know, like this one here, how to start a skincare brand. And so this is really a great place to find research, perhaps again narrow down your list of ingredients so that you can have something manageable to work with. And it may even be that you find the ingredients and you put together the whole formula on your own. It requires some skill in doing that, but this could get you a lot of the way. And I wound up using this myself in doing some of the research that I was doing, trying to figure out the ingredients that I wanted in the facial serums. So YouTube is a good option as well. And then here I will jump over to our good friend ChatGPT AI. What a valuable resource. I don't think we've touched on this much yet, but it's a big part of what I do and a big part of the research that I conduct when I'm looking for products and when I'm writing copy and when I'm just trying to figure out things about the market. So I definitely have this bookmarked along with the Google AI called Bard as well. So in here, let me just type in a prompt. I won't make you wait for me to type it in. I'll just cut and paste it here. Okay, and so this is, I tell ChatGPT, I want you to be my skincare product formulation consultant. I'd like to create an amazingly effective skincare product that helps with dry, flaky skin. I want it to have no more than 7 ingredients. What are some up-and-coming, trendy, novel ingredients I should use in my product and why? And so I was sure to mention up-and-coming, trendy, because I need something unique about my product that kind of differentiates it from the other products that are out there. I just don't want another Me Too or copycat product. I need it to have some special ingredient that none of the other ones have, or that's something that's up and coming, just so that I can have something different about it and that I can use to sell it. And so ChatGPT here will do what it does best. I think ChatGPT's data is up through September or something like that, 2021, but still some of these things are tried and true, and it at least gives you an idea and a place to start. So it says hyaluronic acid and why that's good, niacinamide, why that's good, oat extract, why that's good, squalene, why that's good. And so it's a valuable tool in trying to create a product. I wound up putting in for mine what are the scents associated with each of the 7 chakras. Let's see what it says. Just to go down memory lane. And so you'll see here, great information. Root chakra, the patchouli is this thing, sacral shallot, orange and sandalwood, solar plexus, lemon and ginger. So I relied on this a lot in formulating my product. Heart chakra, rose and jasmine. I went away from this a little bit. I had put Bulgarian rose in mine, but I definitely used this to help me figure out what I wanted to go in there, and then what I wanted to talk to my formulator about when it came time to really get the product made, or at least get samples of the product made. And so this is a really, really good resource that I used. I highly recommend it. It will give you some great information. And then along the same lines, I will jump over to Bard, Google's AI. And so Google's AI is a lot more advanced, or more current, I should say. It has data up to the minute now. And so I will put the same prompt in here and see what Bard comes back with for me. Again, you tell it that you want it to be your consultant, and you tell it what you're looking for, and let's see what it says. And so Bard comes back with, here are some up-and-coming trendy novel ingredients that you should consider in the product. And this is great. Polyglutamic acid, saccharide isomerate, whatever this word is, niacinamide again, panthenol. And so it another way for you to kind of narrow down things or add some additional ingredients to the list that you have. And then in here, since Google is a little bit more current, I would say, well, I guess I could have done this with the other one too, but please give me only natural ingredients, because it was important for me to have a natural skincare brand and a natural skincare line. If that's not important to you, sometimes you need chemicals in the product to do what you'd like it to do. Let's say some evening out of the skin tone and texture, that would require some chemicals to help fade dark spots. So it can be done naturally, but sometimes chemicals can get things done quicker. But so this is a skincare serum for dry, flaky skin using only natural ingredients. And so these may or may not be on your list already, but these are some great ones. And if it wasn't enough, you could say, can you please give me a few more? Let's see what comes this time. And Bard comes back with a few more. There's that could potentially work depending on what you're looking for and how many ingredients you want to see in the product and things like that. So it's a great tool, and it's actually current and up to the date. And I've even asked it questions like, I'm considering launching an all natural product for acne. Do you think this would be successful? Let's just see what Bard says for that. And Bard came back and said, yes, I think launching an all-natural product for acne could be successful. There's a growing demand for natural and organic skincare products, including those for acne treatment. So it's just some additional information that I like to use just to determine what Google thinks, what Bard thinks could be good or might not be good. And then Bard goes on to say, give me some ingredients that Bard suggests including in the product. So it's a really good option just to gather more information and not feel like you're out there on your own trying to make all of these decisions. Bard scours the internet to find these answers and then present them to you, and so it could be very helpful in deciding if you want to continue with this product formula. And so I'm learning to lean more and more on AI and try to capitalize on the power that it has and just the amount of information that it contains and that it can pour through, or that it's already poured through, to help me with things like this. And then also I wanted to show this website here, infusedoilcreations.com. This website was created by one of my sister companies, and it is a great option for finding out more information about all the various ingredients there are. So if you go here to more, you can look at organic carrier oils, which is this page that I'm on. So a carrier oil is an oil that transports some other oil, like essential oils, or can be used to transport even the chemicals. It can be used to transport fragrances or fragrance oils. It's kind of the base of the product. And so apricot, Moroccan argan oil, avocado, castor seed, all of these are carrier oils, kind of basis, jojoba, that you've likely heard of before. And each one gives you kind of what it's good, what's in it, what it's good for, how it's formulated, what it helps with. All kinds of great information can be found on this website to help you with your formula. In addition to the carrier oils, there are also essential oils: bergamot, camphor, cedarwood, cinnamon, on and on and on. And it's grapefruit. Grapefruit oil has antioxidant, antibacterial, and antimicrobial effects. So you can find a lot of great, really good information on essential oils there. And then herbs. Here, it will just give all the different herbs and their benefits, because they're beneficial, but you also want to know people like these type of ingredients in their product. When you pick up a product and you look at the ingredients and you see apricot oil and avocado oil, calendula flower, chamomile, dandelion, all words that you know that they're natural, you can pronounce them, there's nothing weird there. You feel much more comfortable using those on your skin. And then in the copy that you'll be writing using these, if you use these rich in antioxidants, a source of vitamins A, E, and B, it really helps to sell the product. So this is a great website to use as well. And so for me, I used a combination of all of these methods in coming up with the ingredients for my product. And then one last thing is that you can also rely on the formulator at a manufacturing company. So I cheated a little bit, because my partner at my manufacturing company, Novian Skincare Manufacturing, my partner is a master formulator, and she was able to kind of help me with all of these ingredients that I had and I had found, and put that into a nice product. But there are options at other manufacturing companies that I mentioned that can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Let's say $5,000 on average, somewhere in there. And it's a special skill, and it requires a lot of trial and error and knowing what oils are going to hold together, make sure they don't separate. And if you do something like a moisturizer or scrub, you need to make sure that the oil and the water have some ingredient in there that will hold them together so that they don't separate, and all these different complicated things that when it gets a little bit more complicated than just mixing oils together, it requires someone who has an expertise in that. So as I mentioned, I have an advantage because my partner did this for me. but it's easy to find someone, as I showed you, who can do this type of formulation, and most of them charge a fee for that, but that's just one of the expenses of starting a business. So I hope this was helpful for you. As I've mentioned before, I'm putting together a resource document that has all of these websites and software and people that I find that help me with things. And you can get a copy of that resource document over at theSkincareSherpa.com. theSkincareSherpa.com. It'll be a living document that will always stay up to date. So if you put your email address in there, I can shoot over the link to that living document, so you have all of these resources so that you know exactly what you're doing, and these kind of tried and true links and resources that I've put together. So, like I said, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this has helped you. I think at this point, it's a matter of just doing research, trying to come up with the list of, let's say, 10, 15, maybe even 20 ingredients, what they do, and then taking that list to a formulator to help narrow it down and come up with a unique formula, a unique custom formula just for you. So with that, let's keep climbing, and I'll see you in the next video.